Hey there. Good morning. Um, this is this is the kind of things I share to small children to keep it simple. You know what logic is? Like a cell processor. The logic of a state of awareness. I'm aware of what you are, and you're aware of what I am. So what I do to me, I do to you. If I don't love me and I'm not taking good care of me, the spirit that I am, what do you think happens? You're going to experience the result of that. And if it's not what love is, then it's not what the law is it? Well, that means it fails the logic test, which is the test of the electrolytes, the charge capacity, building capacitors on motherboards, right? It's called divine right order. The order of things, the order, the mathematical order of firing. So you know it begins with fire, cosmic fire, just like the spirit dancing in the fire. Spirits love to dance. And when that dance is a song and it's a love song that is always playing, then you're always with that music. And that's called perfect logic, which is perfect mathematical firing order as it's originally intended. That's what order is. So you know what happens when something is out of order, just like you can use a simple example with your washing machine, your automobile. You take it to a mechanic. Something's wrong with my machine. It's not reliable. They sold me something that doesn't work. It doesn't work right. It doesn't operate. I spent a lot of my electrons buying something that now breaks. Oh, it's breaking. Yeah, because it's not reliable. And that reliability factor is a mathematical firing factor of fire letters of frequency and vibration. So you know what it's like to feel what? Pressure on your nerves, causing anxiety, lowering the frequency, lowering the charge. Well, now that becomes a loose pump, like a parallel pump, right? Into false light vacuums. So it is knowing how to pull a prime, knowing how to pull a real prime. The complex number space, the prime numbers, the primal sound, the crystal spark. Kick out a spark, the flash drive, ignite a tetrahedron, and guess what you get? A dancing spirit. That's what I am is, a dancing spirit. Playing music, love songs that go on forever. And those are love songs. So if your refrigerator breaks, what do? You call tech support. Hey, my machine broke. It doesn't work anymore. It's fluttering all over the place. The circuits keep breaking. Right? And so what do? Customer service. That's called a service organization. Oh, a service organization. Yeah. Like the IAFW. Like the Guardian Alliance. Like the Founders Alliance. Like a Guardian Shield. So we know what an evacuation is of a chamber. To pull a prime. To pull a vacuum. A real vacuum. To Asia into Dory. To Asia into Doy. To Asia into Doy. To Asia into Doy. Yeah, key Rache. The keys. The keys, the access keys, the security keys to pull a real vacuum. Oh, the threefold founder flames. Yeah, the number 3. 333, Airson. The branch of 3. 2 becomes 1, 1 becomes all. So you have 3 spheres. Mama's 3 spheres logos. And so I've always kept it simple because I do know how to light a fire. When it's really cold out, hang out with the spirits in that fire. Thank you for keeping me warm. I love you too. That's what fire is. Fire is cosmic love, which is cosmic fire, which is on fire to create love stories that we live in that we share with all of you. And that means we're learning through those experiences what best serves us. So we know that electrical service to others is what best serves us, because it means I'm feeling the life force, and the life force in me that I'm experiencing being what I am, I'm sharing with others so they can what? Feel better electrically, to increase what? Their capacity charge, and run a test light on the electrolytes. Something's draining their power. They're losing. They need a battery charger, a jumper cable to resuscitate their cells that need to breathe. Oxygen. Noble gases. So, yeah, I mean, that's why I work with children. It's called providing the short course, a crash course, but it's not a crash. We don't crash systems. We build systems, builders' tools, building communication systems, building communication platforms. The base point is the eternal still point of a true vacuum. And knowing how to do that, learning how to do that. That means we have learned how to do what? Reset the clocks, reset the timers, reset the universal time matrix. That's cosmic level security, to learn how to do that. Because that's born out of what? Trust. And that trust is called truth. And that means we're living in the truth, because that's what love is. Because love is eternal love, and eternal love is eternal truth. And that is the eternal divine order of building a universe that is in love with itself. The cell, the first cell phone operator, dial 0. pH 0, 0 degrees, the precise center point of atmospheric balance. That's called perfect order, which is balance. That is the wisdom of being balanced. So the mind is in balance. So we're equally sharing. And that's balance. So there isn't any disorder. So there isn't any decay. So there isn't any delay in the return flow. Wow. Now we're all equally sharing. Now we're all experiencing being equally loved. That's order. That is the prime order. That is the divine order. And that is divine cosmic law, which is basic logic. Log I see. I see you, I see me. What I do to me, I do to you. What you do to yourself, you do to me. Because now I'm going to experience the result of that. That's called a basic scan, which is a mapping scan. Mapping disorder, disorder followers, disease states of mind. They're not at ease. They're not experiencing being relaxed. They're not experiencing being calm, being you. So you know that that is a neurological disorder. Bringing divine order back into play mode again, playing love songs again. A gain of mathematical function, which is the function of metabolism, which is the function of a shield. Your personal security is your personal solar rishi, and the essence of your spirit. Yeah. So I've always kept it simple. That's why I work with children, right? Because it doesn't take long when you're learning through the first teacher, the first instructor, because that first instructor flows through me like a conduit, like a node in a network. The flow pressure of equal balance. So the mind is balanced. So that little child is learning through balance. And that child realizes that there's a reason to trust you, because that child is experiencing, because they can translate the frequency. It feels good. And feeling good is healing, which is a healing order, which is the firing order, which is the re-encryption, which is called a reset, which is what the law is, to experience what love is, that goes on forever, loving you, which is loving me, and that's equally sharing. Pure, internal, eternal, absolute love. So when children are being loved, when races are being loved, when whatever is in my mirror, whether is it a tree or a cloud or a sun, or anything that is there that is visible on the spectrum that I can see what it is that I am. So everything I see in my mirror is a reflection of what I am on the inside, which is an inner sun, which is the inner breath of Kamalawati. The transharmonic translocation, I am always at home, which is the base point, which is the point of origin of fire, the internal, eternal flame of Adama and Morea, golden fire, the 13th star firelight cycle. So that's why we're all here, is a cosmic level reunion, which is bioneural elemental union. So we're all experiencing the law together again. Yeah, so when things break and they want to call a fix-it man or a fix-it girl or a fix-it spirit, call tech support. So if something breaks, like the circulation speed is breaking, we got to increase the flow without blowing things up. And that has everything to do with sensing capacity, which is the accretion level capacity to hold a charge, hold the direct current, DC, to experience being the first electron donor. With the divine order, I'm experiencing a divine order because I'm experiencing a higher charge. I'm able to hold a higher charge. I'm not losing any electrical power. I'm not experiencing any electron thieves stealing my electrical power as a result of contracts. That's what it is. It's an electrical contract, a life force contract, right? The eternal force, the force of one, experiencing being one, equally sharing our electrical power, so that the inflow and the return flow of experiencing more love, which is what light is, which is real, so there isn't any separation from the divine order of first creation, which are building blocks, like a blockchain, like a nuclear reactor, right? Two become one, one becomes all. That's the all creation. So all creation is experiencing being loved, because that's what the law is. So that's the law of building a motherboard. That's the law of building a universe that is in love with itself. In love with the first cell, because the first cell is loving all of us. So when we're experiencing being one, we're experiencing the divine order of the first one, the eternal one. And that is the simplicity of it. I know. And so children, when they experience being loved by their mother, then they're experiencing the love that the mother feels that the child is experiencing. So the child is experiencing what love is, which is not experiencing any trauma. So that child, that newborn star, is experiencing being loved as a newborn star, as a newborn seed. Now that seed is going to grow healthy and strong, generating a gazillion neurons and generating healthy stem cells. So there isn't a reduction in speed. So there isn't any delay. So there isn't any decay. And that's what order is. The circulation order, the mathematical firing order of a mathematical table is a water table. The water, the inflow of fire and water and fire and ice joined as one. That's what I am. Ita Ur Shale, I Manu. That's a crystal wave, the crystal heart wave, the electric heart wave, the first electric heart wave, the crystal wave, the crystal form and flow. The natural flow is form and function of flow, the flow of water. Aya Mueva